crafters, happy Tuesday. So I'm actually filming this on Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day, a day late. And I want to say thank you to everyone who serves in the US military. I really appreciate your sacrifice, and definitely we want to take this time to reflect on those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. So as we get into today's tutorial, I'm definitely feeling, ready for summer, patriotic. I've got these like blue and white stripes on, feels very summery. So I thought today that I would show you a fun tutorial. Like, this is seriously probably like the fastest, easiest tutorial ever. There's hardly any tutorial to it, but it's really cool. We'll get to that in a minute, and my mic's not working. So as I was saying, I'm definitely getting ready for like the summer, patriotic kind of vibe and stuff. So the inspiration for today's project comes from a pair of earrings I got at Walmart, and basically what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a super easy way to upgrade any pair of stud earrings. And why I think this is so cool, especially for this time of year, is because if you don't want to actually spend money on like buying a new pair of earrings just to wear one day on like the 4th of July and stuff, you can really easily upgrade a pair of earrings you already have. It's very cheap, and it's really easy to undo also. So anyways, it's a really nice style upgrade, but what I'm actually talking about. So the theme is going to be earrings, as you probably figured out from the title. And basically I found this pair of earrings at Walmart. They were on sale, total impulse buy. But I thought they were just a cool concept, and they look like this. So there you can see, I just thought they were a cool concept. They've got this ginormous like fake diamond stud on the front that's like way too big for my ear. But what I thought was cool was this dangly part. And what's really neat about it is it's attached to the back of the earring. So I'll take it out so you can see. It looks like that. So there's like the chain with this like fun diamond sparkly thing at the bottom, and it's attached to the back of the earring post. So the front of these studs were kind of driving me crazy because I love the concept of these earrings, but they're kind of really big and don't look quite right on my ear. So what I did was I had another pair of little bitty studs, and since the dangly part is the feature that I like and it's just the back of another earring, you can just pop it onto a different stud. So I just thought this style was really fun, totally different than anything I had. But then of course, because I'm a DIYer, I'm a crafter, I'm always like, I wonder if I can make this. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. So I've got this simple pearl stud that I got at Claire's, just a basic earring, and it has the back with the little loop-de-loops on there. So we are going to upgrade this simple pair of pearl earrings and make it look like this. We're just going to attach a post, and we can put a bead or whatever we want to on the back of it. So I'll show you what they look like. And I think these are super cute. It's really cool because it's like a dangly but also a stud, so it's like it's a little better for your ear. I feel like because like the studs are thicker, so they're like a better, you can usually buy like better quality studs and stuff than you can with danglies typically. But then also it has the dangly look, but it's just different because it's hanging from the back of the ear instead of the front. So I was going to change the camera angle for this, but this is literally so simple and requires so few things that we're just going to leave the camera right here, and I'll walk you through what I did to make this one, and we'll go ahead and make the second one. So really the only things you're going to need are a stud that has a back like this, a pair of needle nose pliers, I've got my multi-tool here, a simple post. They might be called eye post, possibly. They come in lots of different lengths, so just get whatever length you want. And last of all, I'm going to need a bead. So you can do a bunch of beads on here, you could just do one bead. You could even attach a chain instead of going with the post if you want to put a chain and then have something really dangle from the bottom like the original earrings. But whatever you go with, it's going to be the same basic concept. So what we want to first of all do is we've got our eye post here, and we want to open this ring at the top. So it's really simple to use these. If you've never used needle nose pliers and worked with wire and stuff, it's not hard to get the hang of. Okay, so I've got some help here so that we can get this to focus. But you're just going to grab the top of the post, like in the loop, and just do this twist, kind of bend forward like that. And as you can see, it moved it a little bit. And you don't need to move it very much. See that I've bent it just enough to open it up. That's the first step. Step number 2, I'm going to slide it onto the earring post. So I just looped it through the curly Q part of the earring post. And then I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to squeeze this way and then this way. So first I'm just going to kind of squish it back together, grab from left and right, and squeeze that way. And then I'm going to grab from front and back and squeeze that shut also. So So what you can see I've done, you just squeeze and play with it until you get it to close, and you just want it to be securely on there. Now you might be noting that it's kind of at a weird angle and it doesn't hang. Well, that's just because of the size of the earring backing and the size of the eye on this post. But it's really not a big deal because you can twist the post however it needs to be, so that way your dangly is hanging down. Next thing I want to do, I've got my little bead here and I'm just going to slide it onto the post. Okay, so step 1, open the post, the eye of the post. Step 2, put the post on the earring backing. Step 3, put your bead on here. Step 4, very final step. Easiest thing ever. I'm going to take my pliers and grab the end of this earring, of the post, and I'm going to twist and bend it like 90 degrees basically. Couldn't quite see that? Here's the result of what I did. Literally just bend a 90-degree angle in it. Some tips with this: grab towards the very end and just kind of press firmly to twist. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure it turns enough so that way your little jewel or bead or whatever won't fall off the end. And that is literally all you have to do. So there we go. There is the finished look. Also, I'm really happy because they match with my new tank top from Land's End, so yay! But there you go, that's a really super simple way. You just need pliers. It takes like less than 3 minutes to do. Also, if you get tired of having it and you want to go back to just having your normal studs, you can either just swap out what back you use, or if you want to use these with a different front, swap out the backs, or you can always just take your pliers and bend it off of there. So it's really simple, great like I said if you want to do something for the 4th of July, but you don't want to buy a new pair of earrings, or you don't want to make a completely permanent change to a pair you've got. It's really easy to make and undo. I'll share one last idea with upgrading a pair of stud earrings to be like dangly earrings, and that is if you don't want to attach something to the back, you can start with a normal, just, post earring, get a bead or some sort. I went ahead and I had this patriotic looking clay thing that I made using my clay extruder, and I just attached some O-rings to the top. There you can see what I've done. And what you can do is take just a normal pair of stud earrings, I'll take my earring post and I will slide my bead that's attached with O-rings onto the earring post. And then I will just put this in my ear like normal, put the back on. And then you have this cute dangly look, but this time it's in the front instead of being attached to the back. And what's nice is you don't really have to get the pliers out unless you are connecting the O-rings. Again, I'll show you a tip for connecting O-rings. I'll demonstrate with the larger one. This is the same thing you do with the eye of the post. So they have this like split in the top of them. So I'm just gonna grab one side with my pliers, and this side I'm gonna just push with my thumb. I'm gonna twist this hand forward and this hand back. So I'm just going to go just a little bit, and now you can see that I just twisted that O-ring open. So there's just a little bit of open there. You can slide it onto whatever bead or jewelry you want, and then just twist a bunch of these together, slide it onto your earring post, and then you've got this super cute, easy upgrade for any pair of stud earrings. So there you have it. Those are some really simple ways to upgrade a pair of normal stud earrings and make them kind of like danglies. Now, one last word I will mention is do consider what kind of materials you're using. First of all, just like with a normal dangly earrings, you don't want something that's like super heavy and then it like stretches your earring hole out, because that's just not cool. I mean, unless you're going for that look, but I'm personally not. So make sure you don't use anything too heavy that's going to be a stress and pull down on your ear. Another thing to consider is if your ears are sensitive like to different kinds of metals and things, and you're going with the O-ring method where you put it in the front, really consider what your material is, whether it's hypoallergenic or not, just so that way your ear doesn't react or turn colors or get infected or anything like that, because that's not fun. I have my second piercing on this side. It's kind of doing some funky stuff on the back. It's not quite infected, but it's a little weird. So I'm like being really careful and cleaning them and stuff. So you definitely don't want your ears to get like this one side is. So just keep in mind what kind of materials you use when you do this project. But there you go. That's what I have for this week's video. Make sure you come back next week, and I should have another TuTu out. I'm trying to get these going regularly every week over the summer now because I'm on summer break, which is awesome. So I hope you all have a great start to your summer break if you're just now starting, and I hope you all have an awesome summer. Happy crafting!